Sup guys, I'm Tim Sauce, and in this video I'll be talking about my 7 years of experience in art fight. First off, I'll gladly explain what is art fight and its basics. Art fight is a yearly game which is active for a month, usually in July, and in which there are two opposing teams. And each year these teams would have themes voted by artists, and the staff of art fight finalizes the theme, and there are theme review animations released in late June. These themes, for example, like tea versus coffee, dream versus nightmare, sugar versus spice, etc. I guess themes just make it visually appealing, because honestly it'd be quite boring if it's something like red versus blue forever. So two teams. An artist would draw a character of another artist from the opposing team, and once uploaded onto Art Fight, points are earned for the team you are in, depending on how detailed and how much of the character you drew. For example, here is a half body, and it is fully rendered, so you have to categorize it to a half body and fully shaded. Each category varies in certain amounts of points. Less effort, less points, more effort, more points, you get me. So there's also categories for different mediums, like digital art, traditional animation, 3D models, crafts, and more. So you can do any medium you can do. I did 3 crochet squares and made a whole beanie of a spider sauna in 2023. So basically you draw to get points for your team, and by the end of the month, whichever team gets the most points wins, and they will add little crowns on these stamps by then. Friendly fire is a thing where you can attack an artist of the same team, but you will get a small percent of the points for that, but you can do that if you like. I'd personally attack anyone, but mostly the opposing team. You can also revenge someone, so like after someone attacks you, you can attack them back, which receives more points, I think. I can't remember. They can also revenge back, which is called the revenge chain, and you can go on forever, as much as you both like. For your characters, you can order them in your profile to how you like it, or put them in order for who you like to get more art of. I've seen some artists put shapes in their character's name, and they would categorize them to how much art they would like to have for their character. Yes, a screenshot here. You can upload maximum of 100 characters, but if you went up to the amount and want to add a new character, you have to archive or delete a character you wouldn't want to get art anymore. You can also hide characters, which basically is similar to archive and is invisible on your profile, but it will still be part of the character amount. There's character permissions, where you can type in do's and don'ts for how artists can draw your characters, and it is really crucial to type in these permissions if there's anything you would not like to see drawn, so do not be lazy. There's a feature where you can bookmark a character that you would like to draw, which is really helpful to look back and see their character ID in order to post your attack. And then you can support Art Fight by donating, and by doing this, they offer you rewards. For example, they give you access to further customize your profile, like this artist here. Mine is shit. I just put random gifts and stamps from DeviantArt I like to have, and well, even I am able to donate enough to customize my profile. I am generally not a great decorator. These are the reward tiers if you'd like to pause and read. I once donated $5 to them when I first got my local bank account at 16. You can also switch teams mid-game. I've seen some artists do that, maybe because they change their mind on because they wanted to be on werewolves from vampires. Or I think I remember hearing that artists changing because their team is losing. Yeah, I don't know. I never changed teams personally, and I don't think I would. But yeah, I can explain stuff, even just the simplest things. So, now to my experience of these events. Holy hell, this is my 7th year. I got into art fight because of a few art mutuals of mine posted their art fight attacks on DeviantArt, and back then I was really active on DeviantArt, and so I was curious to see the website, and well, I joined on the last day of the event apparently, and oh my god, I got 7 attacks in one day. I was on Team T, by the way. It was a random team. So basically, I went in blind, and somehow I got around within a day. There have been times where the staff had to extend the time of the event to a couple more days because at the beginning of the fight, the website would get really slow because of how much people are on the website. Over time, they have been improving on it and adding more features, especially the recent one for bookmarks, where you can create a limited amount of folders to categorize the type of characters you have bookmarked. I absolutely love it. If I were to categorize myself as a type of art fighter, I think it would be between casual and hardworking, because my number of attacks varies each year depending how motivated I am or if I'm busy that year. And I do more attacks than I receive them, except the first year, obviously. That year is the only time I received more than gave, because it was just a day. So well, the years after that, I mostly attack first, then revenge. Yeah, most of the time I get revenge after attacking, which is good, but I get more excited when artists attack me first. I do quite envy how many artists I have seen have such good character design. My characters are kinda simple, and most of them are humans or human-like, which is kinda boring for me. But over time, I do redesign them. Like, I just did these 2 characters recently, just to make them look more interesting and just to improve on character design, because that's what I would like to prioritize when I'm in art school. And I do have a few furries here, by the way. I would like to try to design various species like demons, monsters, and maybe it's like complex furries, although patterns are my weakness, even though I can do them, but it's just really tedious. I would typically aim for artists who have done more attacks than received, because, well, they'll most likely revenge me. I have attacked artists who have done less attacks and they want revenge, and there were a few times I have attacked a few artists who have done more attacks but didn't revenge me, because in that year they'd be busy or have other situations, which after I attacked them I'd read their bio properly, because I only briefly read it before, and it was my mistake. I gotta admit, I do expect revenges, but it is okay if you don't revenge, but sometimes you'd have to really have the need to really tag them. It depends on what kind of person you are, because there are some artists on this event where they only upload their characters and just wait for attacks, and they don't do anything other than that, which is called art fishing. Like, come on. So yeah, I really do love participating in the game, and still every year I get hyped a few months before the event even starts. I'd work on my new refs between April to June, and even make a new character around those months. But please, if you are an art fighter, start your refs way before the event even starts, so you won't burn out by the time the event starts. I think there is all there is to say. I've been seeing a lot of videos about art fight on my YouTube page recently, considering that every year more and more are joining and more are hearing about it, especially over time. My longtime art virtuos are joining. So if you are thinking to join the fight, make sure you read their guidelines and rules, which will usually help you a lot. And they also have a Discord, and staff or other users can help you with any question. Anyways, if you're curious about anything else, let me know in the comments. I am hoping to make more videos like this, since this is my first time making something like this. I am thinking to talk about maybe my first year in art school, probably in 2 parts, but that could be finished and uploaded in weeks or even a little bit before I start my second year in September, because I don't do much video editing and I don't really have motivation for that as animation because of how long it takes. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching. My art fair link is in the description below, and you can follow me there, so there may be a chance I may attack you. I'm really active on Instagram, and I have a Twitter and TikTok too. So I have a card link below so you can see all the platforms I'm on. At the time I'm recording this, I just came back from the grocery store just to get 4 packs of Monster, because ever since I finished college, I've been working very hard on crocheting and drawing since I'm still looking for jobs. And so I tend to stay up a bit late, and I'd try to wake up early as possible to not waste a day. Tea and instant coffee isn't really helping. I might get a heart attack. By the way, my commissions are open. So, yeah, my info is on my Instagram and my Twitter, and there's also a card. There's also the info on my card link, so please commission me. I need money.